Hello, I'm Jane Dutton with a look at the week's news.
This is Eyewitness News.
There's trouble brewing at the top of the political echelons. The Good Party has suspended Peter de Villiers over sexual misconduct allegations, following a complaint by a fellow party member. And the DA leader, John Steenhuisen, has delivered Paul Mashatila's corruption docket to Cyril Ramaphosa's office. The party wants action taken against the Deputy President for his alleged corrupt relationships with business people around tenders during his tenure as Human Settlements MEC in Gauteng. The President has been given 5 days to open a case.
By handing over the documents today to the President, we are going to make sure that he can no longer deny the fact that he is aware of these allegations. It's absolutely essential that he comes out and says something about what is going on with his Deputy President. Everybody's vote counts, including yours. So if you haven't registered, this weekend is your chance to do so. It's the second and final registration weekend. There are 14 million unregistered voters, a majority of whom are aged under 14. So get out there physically or get online to register. Home Affairs has extended its operating hours for the collection of identity documents. And for the first time in the history of democratic South Africa, the national voters' roll has surpassed the 27 million mark. But the IEC wants to ensure it gets most of the 43 million eligible voters to register. Bafana Bafana will be playing their first game of the quarterfinals on Saturday against Cape Verde. So what are our chances?
Bafana Bafana are looking to achieve something they haven't done since 2005, and that's beat Cape Verde in a competitive match. South Africa, of course, come into this encounter on the back of an impressive 2-0 win over Morocco, while Cape Verde beat Mauritania to reach the stage of the competition. South Africa are looking to advance to the semi-finals for the first time since 2000, while in coach Hugo Broos, they have a man who's been here and done it all before. That's because he won the 2017 African Cup of Nations with Cameroon. The other quarterfinals will see Congo DR up against Guinea on Friday, followed by Nigeria's clash against Angola. Then on Saturday, hosts Ivory Coast take on Mali. Then 10 o'clock, we'll see South Africa up against Cape Verde. Tolagele Mganga, Eyewitness News Sport.
Will suspending Jacob Zuma from the ANC help the party at this year's elections? That's what the governing party leaders are hoping after the former president endorsed the new Umkhonto weSizwe party.
The ANC is willing, able and ready to defend the gains of freedom and our constitutional democracy. Accordingly, we call on ANC members, our alliance partners, and all South Africans to reject the agenda of the JZ Party project.
Reports are that a final decision will be made after the elections. The ANC Youth League says its mother body was lenient on a selfish old man when it placed its former president on immediate suspension this week. Its president says the league would have called for an immediate expulsion of Zuma.
It was all about himself, and after he leaves Vienna, he means the organization must die because he has left. Now that is a selfish old man.
It's been a week of fire flare-ups and evacuations for many living in the Western Cape. A fire that began more than a week ago raged through Wolseley, wiping out thousands of hectares. And still they burn. Pringle Bay had to be evacuated again, and a fire in Hunklip flared up.
The wind is still very unpredictable, and we do not at this time have an indication that we will be completely out of the woods within the next 48 hours.
These shoes were made for walking away from Adidas, it seems. The German sportswear giant says it'll sell the remaining stocks of Yeezy sneakers for at least the cost it took to produce them. The company broke off its contract with controversial hip-hop artist Kanye West last year after he made a series of anti-Semitic remarks. Since then, the company has seen sales from the once lucrative partnership plummet. The company says it expects sales to grow 5% this year, including 250 million from Yeezy sales. That's it from us. Remember to download our app. The EWN News app can be found at any app store.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.